If you didn't know, last night or maybe 2 nights ago, Bill Burr. Why did I say it like that? Bill Burr. Anyway, Bill Burr got a monologue on SNL. He talked about a plethora of things. He talked about finding out what Pride Month was. He talked about how stupid people with. He talked about how stupid people who are not wearing masks are, killing themselves and also killing their elderly or any other elderly that they encounter. He talked about white women stepping over the fence of oppression and taking over the woke movement. Well, I mean, if you do take over the woke movement, you probably are taking over the woke woman. Anyway, and he also talked about how stupid cancel culture was. Funny enough, right after that joke, he said, hell, man, he'd probably get canceled just for saying whatever he said. And what do you know? Here we are. Bada bing, bada boom. He got canceled or is getting canceled. I don't know what counts as canceling anymore. It's just being thrown around so loosely, and they're running out of people to do it to, honestly, which makes it really funny. Like one day they'll just cancel someone for no reason, or they'll cancel something, something that can't even react back to it. It's stupid, honestly. But firstly, I want to say it is. I find it unbearably stupid how people will attempt to how people even have the audacity to try and cancel Bill Burr. It doesn't even have to be Bill Burr. It has to be. Well, it doesn't have to be. It can be any comedian in general. Like, I feel like comedians are the best when it comes to integrity, when it comes to shitty situations that they are put in. I feel like they're the best at holding their ground whenever they get put into a stupid situation like this. What I've seen, from what I've seen in like most recent years, from what I've seen, any hate group or any offended persons, when they choose to go on a tirade like this across Twitter talking about let's cancel, yada yada, it usually doesn't end well for them, especially when it's comedians, because it's almost like the comedians are setting them up for failure. And in this case, it seems like Bill Burr set them up for failure. It felt like he just knew what he was doing in his monologue. You could see him look. You could see the way he was looking at the crowd. You could see the way he was interacting with them. You could hear how the audience reacted, and it just he knew damn well what he was doing. He knew damn well what he was doing. And like I said, they go on these tirades, and they try to make themselves look like the better people or person, when in reality they make themselves look like the bad person, while they make the comedian look like the better person. And it reminds me of that tube thing we had back in middle school or in elementary school, or if you stuck your fingers into the side of it would get stuck. Bill Burr is that little tube thing, that jello weird tube thing, right? He serves his purpose. You put him on a pencil or something, or you can stick your fingers inside him and see if you won't get stuck. He serves his purpose. He is that tube thing. The offended persons, or the people who are offended, or whatever, they are the ones who stick their fingers in there, thinking that they're just going to be able to pull their fingers right back out, oh so smoothly. But that's not how it works, right? The joke goes, and I mean, I don't even know if you should call it a joke, because it can actually happen really easily. The way it goes, you stick your fingers inside of it and they get stuck. That's basically the main point of it. If you know damn well that your fingers are going to get stuck, why would you try and do it? Why would you try and do it? People told you this. Why would you try it? Oh, right, because you don't listen. Comedy is jokes. Comedy is there to make you laugh. It also allows other people to get into the perspective of the comedian or the comic, whatever you want to call them, and look at their negative situation in a more light way. to have a good old chuckle. You know, we all understand comedy isn't for everybody, but specifically for these people, you went to the event knowing damn well that he would be offensive. How long has he been? I don't even know how long Bill Burr has been doing comedy, but I know that he's been doing it for years. And you know, it's like it's prime. It's prime. Not it should be common knowledge. Not even prime knowledge. It should be common knowledge that just about every single comedian out there has made an offensive joke. It should be common knowledge. You went to the show knowing that you could possibly get offended. You went to the show knowing that you could possibly get triggered by what he said. So, and yet you still attended anyway. You still attended. Why? I mean, I understand people change over time, but why are you just now deciding to do it? He's been knowing it for this long, and you're just now deciding in this year, at this time, to cancel Bill Burr because he made a homo joke. People also need to understand that just because I make a joke about something, it does not mean that I hate it. If I say, man, transgender people are blah da 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 da, just because I say that, it does not mean I hate them. It does not mean I have a negative outlook on them. You need to understand that. You need to understand where I'm coming from and what I deem as funny. I understand if you don't find it funny, but I'm not coming here to entertain, you in specific. I'm coming here to entertain everybody in the audience. And you have to come to that understanding. Like, if you're coming to the show knowing that you're going to feel some type of way going out, don't come. I acknowledge that cancel culture has done some good things, right? They actually, got rid of actual bad people. But it just reoccurs over and over again that they get rid of people, whether they be good or bad. Most of the time, they come with some sort of evidence, sometimes false, sometimes true, but usually false, all right? They come with evidence and they have that plan. Let's get rid of this guy, all right? You get rid of the bad individual, but you do not get rid of the problem, all right? You get rid of the bad individual. That bad individual did a thing that contributes to the problem. You're stopping the bad individual, okay? We all know that. You're stopping them. Okay, cool. Clap it up. You did something cool. But why aren't you trying to fix the actual problem itself? Why are you so focused on a singular individual who contributes to a much larger, scheme of things? Bad things, especially. Why? Wouldn't it be better to take down the entire fortress rather than to just kill the king? It makes more sense. I mean, you don't have to take down the entire fortress, but at least try and take down like a specific area of it. It's worth a try. But you aren't really trying that much. Be held, people need to be held accountable, and they need to be responsible for the things they say and do. Yeah, of course. That goes for everybody. If I fuck up, I need to be held accountable and responsible because I either started the problem, I started the incident, or I pushed the incident to become as bad as it got. All right, I understand if I need to be canceled over that, but in these situations, what compels you to think that, I'm mad. Let me tell 1 billion people that I'm mad and tell people why I'm mad and tell people to go hunt after this person. Well, not hunt, just tell people, you fucking hunt. Tell people to go hunt this person because, they said something I didn't like. Okay, if you didn't like it, then you don't like it. Why do you have to share it to billions of people? Why do you have to share it to millions of people? What purpose does it serve? Why can't you take the salt for what it's worth and continue on with your life? Why do you have to try and ruin somebody's career? Like I said, you take the bad individual, you get rid of them. You aren't doing anything for the actual problem itself. If you're going to get a job done, do it in full. Especially when it's like this. if you want to get rid of a serious problem like abuse or whatever, domestic abuse or something like that, don't fucking go out on Twitter and cancel a domestic abuser and think that, oh, jolly dolly, everything is okay. We both know for a fact that there's still more of that going on. So why aren't you trying to take care of that? I understand you advocate for non-domestic abuse or whatever, or anti-domestic abuse, but like, where do I see you contributing to it? I don't see you donating to charities or trying to spread this awareness or spread that. But like, as far as I know, cancel culture, and in general as a whole, I have not seen them actually attempt that as a collective group and put it out there. I've not. I just haven't. If you're going to get rid of the problem, do it in full. Don't do half the job and think that it's okay. Don't disregard the other half. I mean, shoot, man, I do have my homework all the time. But no, that's a different situation. People realize their rights from their wrongs and that they should become a better person. Okay, but like, what purpose does it serve other than to ruin people's livelihoods and careers? You're also right. Well, you're right about letting people realize to become better or whatever. But you can't say that part. You can't put that out there when every time that person, after you cancel them or after you find out about them doing this stuff, after they do that and they try to become a better person, or they are making progress to become a better person, before you even did whatever you did, they've realized they're wrong. They're trying to become a better person now. Why won't you let them become that better person? It's like when you figure it out, you forget everything that they're trying to do right now to become a better person. And you just constantly hound them. No, you're not being a better person. You're just trying to do this. Oh, you're just trying to do that. No. Okay, they're trying to be a better person, but you won't let them make that progression. You just want them to be cast out of the group. And, that's wrong. People can be redeemed. Some people can be unredeemed or unredeemable. But people in a situation like Bill Burr can be redeemable. Okay, maybe if they said something racist, like intentionally racist 5 years ago, maybe they realized that they were wrong in doing that. They're trying to better themselves. But you won't let them put out their side of the argument, or put out the side of the discussion, or the argument, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You won't let them put out that side because you too caught up in trying to outcast somebody. I feel like cancel culture is going to get to a point where it becomes just like the SJW thing or movement, whatever the hell it is called. You're going to become a marginalized group that nobody really cares for. You're going to become like the boy who cried wolf. You're going to become another Juicy Smollett, all right? You're going to become another false claim hate crime type of thing. All right? You're going to preach and shout and let it all out that you want to get things done, but you won't actually do anything about the problem. So what am I even listening to you for? Same as how SJWs didn't make sense to any of us. That's why we didn't follow their little group or trend or whatever. That's exactly what's going to happen to you. You throw out so much negative, notions and stuff like that. You throw out so much negative stuff that eventually people are just going to get tired of it. And, they'll agree with you on something. It's like, okay, this person is bad. But, like, we already came to that conclusion ourselves. You've exposed us to so much negativity. We see it when you see it. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where we don't listen because we already know, and we're already taking steps to, stop that from happening. We're also taking steps that you wouldn't take in the first place to, tell others how to avoid that stuff. And, how to prevent it from happening. I feel like I've said what I needed to say for this video. If you liked it, you liked it. If you hated it, you hated it. If you want to comment, then fucking comment. Look, I'm open to criticism, whether it be good or bad, but please don't send bad criticism. Like, send good and constructive criticism. I'd like to better my videos. And if you want more content like this, hit that bell notification and that subscribe button. And I see y'all when I see y'all, which will probably be in like a day or two, considering I want to talk about toxic masculinity and some other things on this channel for other people to hear. I understand I may not have the best viewpoint on all situations. I understand if I may not be an agreeable person, but please watch my videos. I'm lonely. Thank you for watching.